Hello, it is Saturday, and this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for today, which is September the 17th. Today we read from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verses 1 through 18. Here's the word of the Lord. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. For by the grace given me, I say to every one of you, do not think of yourselves more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourselves with sober judgment, in accordance with the faith God has distributed to each of you. For just as each of us has one body with many members, and these members do not all have the same function, so in Christ we, though many, form one body, and each member belongs to all the others. We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance with your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is to lead, do it diligently. If it is to show mercy, do it cheerfully. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. And if it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. And that is the word of the Lord. The article today is called Sacrificial Unity, and it's written by Stephanie Lovedale. Here's what Stephanie writes. We must read Romans 12 in light of the whole. Paul writes to a church made up of Jewish and Gentile Christians who are struggling to live and worship as one body. In response to their struggle, Paul makes a breathtaking defense of God's righteousness, helping the church understand the radical work God has done in Christ to bring all people to God. All have fallen short, and yet all have been invited into forgiveness and healing for the purpose of joining God's redemptive work in the world. In light of this good news, the Roman Church is called to live in sacrificial unity together. Their life together ought to be marked by Jesus' self-giving love rather than by selfishness or the social hierarchies of the world. Each one has a place at the table and a part to play in God's work. The message to us is perfectly clear. We, the church, are called to live in sacrificial unity, marked by self-giving love. Each person is invited not only to be present, but also to participate in God's redemptive work by using their gifts and graces. It is not a tangible conversation, a mere moral suggestion. It is at the very heart of the gospel. The hymn today is Now Thank We All Our God by Martin Rinkhart. Now thank we all our God with heart and hands and voices, who wondrous things hath done. And from the 133rd Psalm, verse 1, how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. And this is your daily devotion for Saturday, September the 17th. Have a blessed day.